Independence Hall is a historic building located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the heart of the nation's founding story. The structure was originally built between 1753 and 1756 to house the Pennsylvania Provincial State House, serving as the meeting place for the colonial government of Pennsylvania. The design of the building, which is in the Georgian architectural style, was attributed to Andrew Hamilton, a prominent lawyer and civic leader of the time, although the actual construction was overseen by various local builders. Its iconic bell tower and the central building with a symmetrical facade have become some of the most recognizable features in American history. Independence Hall gained international fame for its role in the American Revolution and the formation of the United States. It was within these walls that the Continental Congress met during the turbulent years of the Revolution. In 1776, the Continental Congress signed the Declaration of Independence here, with the formal reading and adoption of the document on July 4, 1776, marking the birth of the United States as an independent nation. The event has become one of the defining moments in world history. Following the Revolution, Independence Hall continued to play a pivotal role in the early years of the United States. In 1787, the building hosted the Constitutional Convention, where delegates from the original 13 colonies came together to draft the United States Constitution. The Constitution, which would serve as the supreme law of the land, was signed in this hall on September 17, 1787. This event further solidified the building's role as the birthplace of American democracy. Despite its importance in American history, Independence Hall faced periods of neglect and deterioration in the 19th century. The building was used for various purposes, including as a public meeting place and a site for city government functions. As the years went on, the structure began to fall into disrepair. However, in the late 19th century, efforts began to preserve the site, recognizing its historical significance. The hall was designated as a National Historic Landmark and later became part of the Independence National Historical Park, which was established in 1950 to protect the area and surrounding buildings. Independence Hall has undergone several restoration and preservation projects over the years to maintain its original appearance and historical integrity. Today, it is a major tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors from around the world each year. Tourists can visit the building, walk through the rooms where key moments in American history occurred, and experience exhibits that highlight the events that took place within its walls. The Liberty Bell, another symbol of American independence, is housed nearby in the Liberty Bell Center, making Independence Hall a focal point of the American Revolution's historical narrative. The significance of Independence Hall extends beyond its architectural features. It stands as a symbol of the struggle for freedom and self-government. It represents the spirit of the Founding Fathers and their commitment to the principles of liberty, equality, and democracy that continue to shape the United States today. Independence Hall remains a lasting testament to the nation's enduring ideals and its commitment to the ideals of freedom and justice for all. Independence Hall's influence reaches far beyond its physical location in Philadelphia. As a site where foundational documents of the United States were crafted and signed, it has become a symbol not only of American independence, but also of the broader ideals of self-determination and the rule of law. The building represents the ideals of a government that is based on democratic principles, where citizens hold the power and the decisions of the leaders are derived from the consent of the governed. The hall also serves as a reminder of the delicate and complex process of nation-building. The creation of the Constitution was a contentious and debated process, with significant differences among delegates regarding the structure of the new government, the balance of power between states and the federal government, and issues such as slavery. These debates ultimately led to compromises that shaped the framework of the U.S. government, and the fact that they were resolved within the walls of Independence Hall adds to the building's legacy as a place where the nation was forged. In addition to its national importance, Independence Hall has had a global impact. The principles outlined in the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution, both of which were born in this building, have influenced democratic movements around the world. The idea that all people are entitled to the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness has resonated with people in various countries seeking freedom from tyranny and oppression. These documents have been a source of inspiration for numerous nations, many of which have drawn on the American model as they develop their own constitutions and democratic systems. Independence Hall's role in American history has been reinforced through its ongoing recognition and preservation. In 1979, the building was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, further cementing its status as a cultural landmark of global importance. The designation highlights the universal value of Independence Hall as a symbol of liberty and democracy. Each year, millions of visitors from around the world come to Philadelphia to see the place where the fate of a nation was determined and where the ideas that underpin the modern world were first articulated. The building itself continues to be a living monument to the United States origins. The National Park Service, which manages Independence National Historical Park, offers educational programs and guided tours that allow visitors to engage directly with the rich history of the site. These programs aim to bring the Revolutionary period to life, allowing guests to understand the significance of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution in shaping the nation's future. In modern times, Independence Hall also stands as a place for reflection on the principles of democracy and governance. It reminds citizens of the ongoing work required to sustain the freedoms that were established by the founders. The building, while still a powerful symbol, serves as a place for continued discussion about how the United States can live up to the ideals that its founders set forth. It also provides an opportunity for all Americans and visitors to appreciate the struggles, sacrifices, and vision that were required to create a more perfect union. Overall, Independence Hall is much more than a historical building. It is a testament to the vision, struggles, and triumphs of those who came before. It is a living connection to the founding of the United States and a reminder that the fight for liberty and justice is ongoing. It remains one of the most enduring symbols of American democracy, representing not only the birth of a nation, but the continuing quest for freedom and equality that defines the nation's identity. As time progresses, Independence Hall continues to hold deep significance, not just in the context of American history, but in the global narrative of freedom and democracy. The building's importance is underscored by its proximity to other key historical sites in the area, such as the National Constitution Center, the Liberty Bell, and Carpenter's Hall, where the first Continental Congress met. These sites together tell the larger story of America's fight for independence, the establishment of its democratic institutions, and its ongoing evolution. In addition to its historical and symbolic importance, Independence Hall is a focal point for civic education and engagement. For generations, it has served as a place where citizens can reflect on the meaning of freedom and democracy and how the principles established by the founders continue to shape society today. It provides a space where Americans and people from around the world can pause and consider the complexities and challenges of maintaining a government that represents the people, secures their rights, and upholds the rule of law. Independence Hall's continued preservation and recognition also highlight the importance of protecting historical landmarks. In a world where many cultural and architectural treasures face the threat of neglect or destruction, the ongoing care and attention given to Independence Hall ensure that future generations will be able to experience the place where the United States' most pivotal documents were drafted and signed. It also serves as a reminder of the need to preserve the ideals embodied by these documents, ensuring they continue to resonate and guide policy decisions in the modern era. The role of Independence Hall in the 21st century is not just as a monument to the past, but as a center for dialogue about the present and future of democracy. It is a place where discussions on the challenges facing democratic institutions and the preservation of human rights take place. As the nation continues to grapple with issues of equality, representation, and governance, Independence Hall provides a poignant reminder that the work of democracy is never complete. The vision of the framers of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution was one of an evolving experiment in self-governance, and that experiment continues today. The lasting legacy of Independence Hall can also be seen in its connection to the broader American narrative. It is a place where people from all walks of life and from across the globe come to experience the essence of the United States' founding ideals. Through its many visitors, the building becomes a conduit for the continued sharing of the principles of freedom, justice, and equality, values that transcend national borders and remain at the heart of the world's democratic movements. In essence, Independence Hall is more than a historical site. It is a living, breathing symbol of the values that shaped the United States and continue to inspire generations worldwide. Its preservation is an ongoing tribute to the resilience of those who fought for freedom, as well as to the enduring power of the ideals they left behind. As long as Independence Hall stands, it will serve as a reminder of the potential for individuals and nations to chart their own course, to challenge oppression, and to work toward a more just and equitable world. As the United States continues to evolve, Independence Hall's role as a symbol of democracy and freedom takes on even greater relevance. In an age marked by rapid political, social, and technological changes, the building offers a timeless connection to the ideals of the nation's founders. Its walls, which once housed the debates and decisions that shaped the country's founding, continue to echo the importance of thoughtful deliberation, compromise, and the pursuit of justice. In a world where democratic values are often challenged, Independence Hall serves as a poignant reminder of the necessity of civic engagement, the protection of civil liberties, and the defense of human rights. One of the most remarkable aspects of Independence Hall's legacy is how it transcends its own national boundaries. The documents signed within its walls, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, have inspired democratic movements in countless other nations around the world. Activists, leaders, and citizens from diverse cultures and political systems have drawn upon the principles of liberty, equality, and self-determination that first found expression in Philadelphia. In many ways, Independence Hall has come to represent the universal aspiration for a system of government that upholds the dignity and rights of all individuals. The building's importance has also been reinforced by its presence in contemporary political discourse. While the United States has undergone significant changes since the time of its founding, the enduring relevance of the Constitution and its principles remain subjects of intense debate. The interpretation of the Constitution, particularly in relation to modern issues such as civil rights, economic inequality, and environmental protection, remains at the forefront of American political discussions. Independence Hall, as the birthplace of this living document, continues to inspire these conversations, providing a historical touchstone from which citizens can examine the relationship between the nation's past and present. Independence Hall's role in shaping the American national identity is also evident in its place within the nation's collective memory. The building serves not only as a physical location, but as an enduring symbol of what it means to be American. It is a space that embodies the hopes and dreams of those who fought for independence and established a government based on democratic ideals. It reminds Americans of their shared history, the struggles they have overcome, and the ongoing work required to ensure that the nation's ideals are realized for all its people. The preservation of Independence Hall also underscores the importance of historical awareness and education. The National Park Service's commitment to maintaining and interpreting the building ensures that future generations will have the opportunity to engage with the history that unfolded within it. Educational programs, exhibits, and tours allow visitors to connect with the past in meaningful ways, helping them understand the challenges faced by the nation's founders and the enduring significance of their actions. In this way, Independence Hall is not only a place to reflect on the past, but also an active participant in shaping the future by fostering an informed and engaged citizenry. As the nation faces new challenges, whether related to political polarization, climate change, or international relations, Independence Hall stands as a reminder that the work of creating a more perfect union is ongoing. Its legacy teaches that the principles of democracy require constant vigilance, thoughtful engagement, and a commitment to the common good. By upholding the values of freedom, equality, and justice, Independence Hall remains a symbol of hope and inspiration for all those who strive for a better world. In the future, Independence Hall will undoubtedly continue to serve as a source of inspiration, education, and reflection. It will remain a place where the American people and visitors from around the world can come together to celebrate the enduring power of democracy and the ideals that have shaped the nation's identity. Its story is far from over, and as long as it stands, Independence Hall will remain a powerful testament to the spirit of liberty and the continuing quest for a more just and equitable society.